You know how your sister gets, Marley. But I'm tied up here. Could you just go over and try to rope her in? But she's not dealing with anything. What do you think this shopping spree was all about? Thank you. Thank you. I'll talk to you later, darling. Bye-bye.
Let me guess, Vicky having another crisis?
Oh, Matthew, don't be glib about that. Her problems have been agonizing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make light of her situation.
All I can do is just stand there and watch. I can't do anything but try not to make it worse.
No, well, I feel pretty helpless myself.
I know, because I ruined our hooker expose on Ed McLean.
No, that didn't help, but you know, I hate to go down being sued for harassment and entrapment.
Well, there's a chance that it might not happen.
Why, did your tape recorder have a self-destruct function on
No, Grant's having a meeting with McLean tonight, and he promised me that he would find out what McLean suspects, and he'll look for the recorder.
Are you kidding me? You mean he might find it before McLean?
Well, he's looking for it. McLean
He's got to find it. He's got to find it. We're headed for oblivion. Don't forget it. This place, this damn station, we're falling apart here.
Matthew?
What?
This is not like you to be so discouraged.
Buying KBAY was supposed to let me do things for the people I care about.
But you hired Brett. You gave her a job. You pushed the ratings
Listen,
up
I don't launch any new shows. I can barely meet the next payroll. I surely can't do anything for my mother. I mean, she never walks away from problems.
She's had a tremendous setback. You have to give her some time.
I know. It's just strange not having her around, not having her around the house, not being able to call her.
She's always been there for you, hasn't she?
Yeah. This is the first.
Well, I have faith in you, and I'm not going to give up on you. Well, it's getting late, and I don't know why Grant hasn't called. He should have called by now.
Oh.
Matthew, the reporters are on the set waiting for you.
Yeah, I'll be right there. You gonna stick around?
No, I think I'll go back to my place and wait for Grant. Why is my life always in the hands of some man?
Oh, Kelsey, Victoria is still my wife. Don't you think I have a right to know whose child she's carrying?
Yes, I do. But it is not my place to tell you. That's Vicky's call.
She's been stonewalling me for weeks.
Grant, I feel for you. I really do. But those records are closed to you and me.
Do you know that every doctor in the hospital has been giving me this runaround?
Grant, Vicky's the patient. She's the one who's pregnant.
Yeah, and I have absolutely no rights until after the child arrives.
Look, what is the report that Dr. Ziff gave you? What does it say?
Well, apparently that the child was conceived after she left me in Switzerland.
Then the child is Ryan's.
Victoria could be wrong.
Well, she might be. But an internal sonogram is accurate to the day.
Let me ask you something, Kelsey. If this child were mine, do you think that Victoria would have the decency to tell me?
Do you?
I don't know.
Grant, I'm sorry. I've got to go. Good luck with this.
Oh, I won't depend on luck.
That your focus was on the future of Cory, and I appreciate that. Of course, you understand that there are absolutely no truth to the rumors about being a divided family.
Well, it's a good thing no one asked my opinion about this alliance between Jake and Amanda.
Well, I know you have your doubts. I have my doubts, too, believe me. But this is the best way for the company to remain in the family. It can work.
Who cares? They forced Rachel out.
Oh, shh, be quiet. We just spent a half an hour trying to put a positive spin on this changeover.
Oh, is that what you're calling it now?
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming. Nice to see you. Oh, thank heavens that's over. The nerve of Amanda standing us up. She should be here to answer her own questions about her own
She
noble
didn't want
intentions.
to leave the office.
Oh, she's so important now, is she?
She and Jake were interviewed after the board meeting. They already made their statements to the press.
Will that include an apology to Rachel?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. She hardly wants to shoot her foot off on her first day of business.
All right, when does this thing air?
In a few minutes, it's going to be a segment on the evening news.
I guess it's going to be showing the footage of Jake and Amanda.
That's the plan.
I sure hope Rachel doesn't watch it.
Why?
Well, with the way Amanda's been talking, it might drive her further away.
And most of what Jake and Amanda said, that was directed to the stockholders.
Amanda should be reaching out to Rachel.
On national television?
Yes, why not?
Because, my dear little sister, the stockholders have already had it up to here with bleeding hearts. Besides, Amanda was trying to hold on to Cory for this family.
Oh, yes, I'm sure that's what she tells herself, what Jake tells her. He has convinced her that she was the only one who could save Cory.
Well, coming from you, that's very rich.
I told her not to trust him.
Oh, and why should she listen to you? If you remember, you almost married the man.
But I didn't, did I? Did I? I woke up and realized that he was just using me.
Amanda is stronger than Jake.
Oh, don't count on it, Matthew.
I suppose you think it's Amanda's fault because Rachel ran off.
Oh, yes, I do. How could Rachel work with a knife in her back?
That's really fascinating, you know, because she actually blames you.
Me? Why?
Because if you hadn't been so damn stupid as to run off to San Cristobal following Ian Rain and stirred this whole thing up, none of it would have happened
down.
in the first...
Blaming
Oh,
each
excuse
other
me,
is
both
not...
of you.
More squabbling, eh, children? Have you learned nothing? Nothing from Rachel's departure?
Get out of here, Carl.
Don't bother looking for her. She has no wish to be found.
As if you would have any idea about what she wanted.
She's fed up with the whole bloody lot of you. Why else would she have left her own home?
She'll be back.
Don't think so, young Matthew. Don't think so. Not for some time.
Right now, we're doing our bit with recycled paper, but being environmentally conscientious won't end there.
Jake and I are as concerned about this planet's future as we are about the next few years at Cory.
Would Mackenzie Cory agree with your priorities? Amanda?
Yes. Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
My father may have made a mistaken judgment call when he first started this business, but if he were still alive now, I know that he would have acknowledged it and done whatever he could to make up for it.
Yes, that's what we're trying to do.
Why did Rachel Cory resign?
That was her choice. She represented our former way of doing things, and she realized that change was inevitable. Jake has brought new ideas and a lot of enthusiasm on board with him.
Yes, please understand that we value Rachel's contribution and influence. But we see her time as CEO here as a time, well, of transition.
Does she support the new management? I mean, you did orchestrate a hostile takeover, Mr. McKinnon.
Well, obviously, we can't answer questions.
My mother has taught me everything I know about publishing.
Which is a lot.
Thank you. My mother was and is a brilliant leader, without whom this company never would have survived my father's death. She and I don't always agree on everything, what mother and daughter do. But I still love her very much.